What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Rogue Tuesday. Today we're looking at a Raichu deck. Now, usually when we look at Raichu, we're using the Circle Circuit Raichu, but today we're using the Thunderclap Shot Raichu instead. Now, a couple weeks ago, we actually covered a what's that card called? Can't think of its right. Mandibus. We did a Mandibus deck. It was kind of the same thing as Raichu, but somebody said in the comments that Raichu would be easier to set up because with Mandibuzz, you need to get a Jolteon out to hit for weakness on Shaymins, while this deck, you're already a Lightning type because you are Raichu. So today, we're going to try to snipe some Shaymins off the bench and win games that way. Now, the unfortunate part of this deck is you don't actually one-shot them because you only do 100 damage to these Shaymins when hitting for weakness, but you can two-shot them on the bench. And let's go over the deck and let's see what's it about. Starting main attacker is going to be this Raichu with the Thunderclap Shot. This attack does 50 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon EX. Each of them, not just one, each Pokemon EX, which means we can hit multiple Shaymins on the bench, which is really nice. Don't apply weakness and resistance for bench Pokemon, but we play Wide Lens in the deck, which says damage for the attacks of the Pokemon this card is attached to is affected by weakness and resistance for your opponent's bench Pokemon, and that's how we're going to do 100 damage to the bench. Once you do it twice, you can knock out some Shaybays and do a ton of damage that way, which is really, really nice, and that's what we're going to go for today. It needs a Lightning and a Color Synergy. So the way that we're going to power these Raichu is we're going to use Bronzong. Bronzong has the ability Metal Links. Once your turn before you attack, you may attach a Metal Energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. So we're going to attach a Metal Energy to our Raichu. Maybe attach another Metal Energy or Lightning Energy, and we're going to use Smeargle. Smeargle has the ability Second Coat. Once during your turn before you attack, you may switch a basic energy attached to your active Pokemon with a different type of basic energy attached from your discard pile, which is how we're going to power up all Raichus. Because if you notice, Raichu only has 90 HP. He's going to get knocked out fairly easily. 90 HP is nothing. That's so low of HP. So Raichus are going to easily knocked out, but we can power them quickly with the Bronzong and the Smeargle, which is really, really cool. And I do like this thing a lot. I like how you can do it and it kind of combine them together. So we use the Smeargle for a Second Coat, so we can change Metal Energies into Lightning if needed. We have the Bronzong to use Metal Energies, get Metal Energies on there. And we have Shaymin to help set up to draw 6 new cards in the hand. And we're playing this Shaymin because it's full art, and I think Nuzzle's probably the better attacker. Nuzzle, flip a coin if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed, and it's full art, so why would you not want to play the full art Pikachu? So that's all the Pokemon in the deck. Alright, so we play 3 Level Ball, search deck for Pokemon 90 HP or less, which is everybody but Shaymin, which is really nice. 1 Sacred Ash. Now, usually I do play Super Rod, but this time around, I'm playing Sacred Ash, shuffle 5 Pokemon from your discard pile back into your deck. And the reason I'm not playing Super Rod is because we have Bronzong. Bronzong can already get our energies out of the discard pile, so we really don't need Super Rod. We need to get a way to get back our Pokemon, which is really nice. 3 Target Whistle, which might seem too much. I've actually considered cutting 1 of the 3 into something else. I'm not sure yet, though. Put a basic Pokemon from your discard pile onto your opponent's bench. And this is just in case your opponent decides to be smart. They want to discard the Shaymins. They want to like Sycamore in the way instead of putting them on the bench. But then you can target whistle them back out onto the field and knock them out that way, which is really cool. 4 Trainers Mail, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 VS Seeker, almost a staple in almost every deck. 1 Lysandre. Now, we still need Lysandre, I think, just in case if you need to use Electro Smash. Electro Smash does 70, flip coin of heads, attack does 20 more damage. So you can like double Thunderclap Shot for the knockout. And then maybe Electro Smash the last Shaymin for the knockout for the game, which could be really cool. Maybe you need to hit some kind of Pokemon for 70 damage for a knockout. Like maybe a Thunderclap Shot twice, and then Lysandre just went up and hit it for 70 if need be. 4 Sycamore, just getting max consistency. 1 Xerosic to get a tool or especially in play. This is going to help you against like maybe fighting Fear Belts or something. Maybe Float Stones off Garbodor, which can be really bad. If your opponent has Garbodor out in field, you can't use your abilities like Second Coat and the Metal Links. 2 Float Stone, which mainly give your Bronzong free retreat. It has a 3 retreat cost, which is pretty high. So you have 1 free retreat for Raichu, 1 retreat cost for Pikachu, 1 retreat cost for Smeargle, and 1 retreat cost for Shaybay, and 2 for the Bronzor. But those will become Bronzong, which we have the Float Stones for. 3 Wide Lens, so you Raichus can hit the bench for weakness, and 6 Lightning and 4 Metal Energies, and that's going to be that. I'm not sure if I want 6 metal, 4 lightning, or vice versa. I'm not sure which is correct, right? But today that's what we're going to go with. And so this is my Raichu Bronzong deck. I think it's a lot of fun. If your opponent plays at least 2 Shaymin, you can easily win the game. You can 2-shot those on the bench, and then maybe Lysandre the last one and use the Electro Smash for the knockout. And since you play the 3 target whistles, Shaymins aren't hiding. They're coming out, and you're going to knock them out. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I redeemed myself from the Mandibuzz video. If you watched that video, let me know if I redeemed myself or not. I think in the Mandibuzz video, I don't even tackle Mandibuzz. We never got it set up because you need Mandibuzz, you need the Wide Lens, you need a Jolteon out. You need a lot of different things, but this one, you actually don't need all that stuff. You just need the Raichu and a Wide Lens and 2 energies, which might seem kind of hard, but it does set up pretty nicely. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great Tuesday, and let's see the deck in action. Alright, putting his Golden Eagle at 996 playing a Colors, Grass, and a Psychic deck. I'm not sure what this could be. If they had a Lightning Pokemon, I would assume it would be Night March Vespiquen, but since they don't have a Lightning, I'm not sure what it is. We won the coin flip. Yes, I would like to go first. And on our turn, let's see what's going to happen. Alright, so we get a mulligan. They're going to see Raichu, they're going to see Bronzong, they're going to see Wide Lens, Metal Energies, and the Lightning Energies. They're pretty much going to see everything that we have in our hand. But let's see what's going to happen. We'll press done. And we'll try again. I'll take number 2. Alright, so we get another mulligan, but hopefully we top deck an end so my opponent doesn't have any extra cards in their hand. Alright, so we get a third mulligan. I mean, we play 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different Pokemon. Alright, so we get double Bronzor, Trainers Mail. We'll see what happens. We'll press done. If we get an Ultra Ball, that'd be really cool. They're going to draw a couple. We do have the end, which is great. We can kind of negate those mulligans. But if we get a Trainers Mail for Ultra Ball, we can discard double metal, get a Pikachu out, and use an end, which would be great. That's what we want to see. Turn number 1, get some metals in the discard pile. And there's a Bumblebee. Hey, speaking of Pikachu, there he is. We'll use Trainers Mail, okay. We'll grab a Level Ball to get another Pikachu out. Alright, so let's Level Ball for Pikachu. Okay. How many Float Stones are in the deck? There's both Float Stones are in here. That's great. So grab the Pikachu. Put that down. We will Metal Energy the active, and we'll go for in, shuffle our hand to deck, and draw 6 new cards. Alrighty, there's a Wide Lens, a Bronzong, an in, a Lysandre, Trainer's Mail. I guess right now we're just going to end my turn. He said, nice blink. Thank you, Golden Eagle. Alright, so let's see what happens. They're going to draw a card, and the question is, what are they playing? Now, they don't put down another an EX Pokemon. We might have to go for Raichu's second attack, which could knock out Bumblebee. It does 70, flip a Queen of Heads, 20 more damage, which is 90. We'll just need a Lightning Energy and a Metal Energy to put in the discard pile. We do have the Bronzong, luckily, which is nice. We have a Wide Lens. We can put on the Pikachu for sure this turn. But let's see, does he put down any EXs or not? There's a Combi coming down, Oddish coming down. It looks like it's going to be a Vespiquen Vileplume deck. Alright, so you compressors discard 3 Oddishes, okay. Compressor again. And let's see what he discards this turn. Now, this is going to be kind of a hard matchup because it will be item locked, but they will put down multiple Shaymins, hopefully. Compressor discards unknowns. Okay, so Shaymin number 1, going to set up for 4 new cards. Hopefully he does not get the Vileplume turn number 1. If he doesn't, then we'll be A-okay. We can get the Wide Lens down, maybe get a start getting off. We see an Acrobite discarding unknown, okay. Level Ball, going to get out. Well, he doesn't have Force of Giant Plants out yet, so that's great. That's a good thing to note. He doesn't have Force of Giant Plants. This is Combi coming down, okay. And the Bumblebee does have a 2 retreat cost, so it's going to be kind of hard for him to knock. Okay, there's DC onto the active. Shaymin's setting up for 3 new cards, which is great. So he has 2 Shaymins on the field. We can start using Pikachu next turn, okay. Let's see. There's a Compressor going to discard 3 more cards out of his deck. I'm not sure what he's going to discard. He already discarded 3 Oddish and 3 Unknowns. Unless he plays Revitalizer, he could discard like a Gloom and a Vileplume. Revitalizer, whatever. Okay, so we see a Gloom being 2 Vileplumes being discarded. Okay, we see an Acrobite. Look at top 2. Going to discard a Float Stone. Compressor. Going to discard 3 cards out of their deck. Opponent's just going all in right now. Can he find a Force of Giant Plants? That is the big question. We see another Compressor, and let's see what he decides to get out. Okay, discards double Vespiquen, okay. I guess he assumes that both these Vespiquens are all he needs to do. There's a Rototil. They're going to put a card back from his discard pile into his hand, okay. So no Vileplume turn number 1, which is great. That's what we want to see. But let's see, what does Bumblebee get back in the deck? There's a Float Stone, which is what he needs. And does he go for a Burrow or another Rototiller? Burrow, go to discard top card of our deck. And go to discard a Lightning Energy, which is going to be okay. On our turn, we get a VS Seeker. So we're going to put a Bronzong on the bench. Wide Lens the bench. Trainers Mail. Going to grab an Ultra Ball, maybe? Yes, I'm going to grab an Ultra Ball. And what I'm going to do with Ultra Ball is I'm going to Ultra Ball discard Sacred Ash and the VS Seeker. With this, I'm going to grab a Raichu. We could go for a Shaymin. Alright, let's go for a Shaymin. Alright, so the reason why I didn't use the VS Seeker is because regardless, we would have VS Seeker for the Lysandre back at your hand. So let's Shaymin set up for 6 new cards, okay? We need a Float Stone. Alright, so there's a Float Stone. We got a Smeargle. We got a Level Ball. We got the Raichu, okay? We got the Raichu, we got the Wide Lens, we just need to find a Lightning Energy. So put down the Raichu. We owe VS Seeker for an in. I think, yeah, we'll grab it in, and then we'll play it in, get a new hand of 6. And we need to find a Metal Energy or a Lightning Energy. Either one I'll be A-okay with. And no, we whiffed it. We don't have any Metal Energies in the discard pile, so we can't take a knockout this turn, which is very unfortunate. We'll put a Wide Lens on this guy, Love Ball for another Raichu, okay? We'll put that down. And we'll VS Seeker for a N. Okay, that's great. We'll grab those. And man, if we didn't use that, we could have taken a knock. We wouldn't have taken a knockout. We would have done heavy damage to these 2 Shaymins. But we'll end our turn. Do we do that or not? Yeah, sure. We'll end our turn. Ultimate opponent's turn. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen. He's probably taking a knockout this turn. And what we could do is maybe license up the Vileplume. If he gets the Vileplume out without a DC, then we're A-okay. Well, not a DC, without a Float Stone, that would be okay. Man, it just stinks that we missed a Lightning Energy and or a Metal. If we would have hit either one, we would have been okay because we could have, put the Lightning Energy. Hey, there's Float Stone got a Gloom as well, okay? But if we had the Metal Energy, we could put it on this guy, use Smeargle, second code it onto the active, but sadly we did not hit that. So that does kind of stink. We see a Float Stone going on this guy, okay. So he does have the Float Stone, he does have the Gloom. There's an Acrobite. Go to discard a Ultra Ball. There's a Trainers Mail. Go look at the top 4 cards of his deck. He must be playing Revitalizer, because why else would you have discarded 2 Vileplumes? That seems very strange. But let's see, what does my opponent opt to do? Oh, man. So there's an AZ, okay. So he does play 1 copy of AZ. He could use it right now to pick up a Shaymin. And that's what we're going to see. We'll see Shaymin come into his hand. We'll probably see Shaymin coming back down, going to set up for 3 new cards. He's probably looking for a Vileplume. He discarded double Vespiquen already as well, so it might be kind of hard for him to knock us out. There's a Vespiquen coming to the bench, okay? And there's the Vileplume, so no trainer cards can't be played anymore. DC going to that guy. We'll probably see retreat to the Bumblebee, or retreat to the Vespiquen and take a knockout this turn. I imagine that's what we're going to see. So, oh no, he's gonna go for. I think he's gonna go for double Rototiller. I guess. Gonna put the AZ back in his deck most likely, and I'm actually okay with him not attacking his turn. I'm actually okay with this. So is he Rototiller Burrow? Go discard a Sycamore. All right. On to our turn. What do we get? We get a N. So we're gonna play the N. We need to find a Metal Energy or a Lightning Energy. Either one I'll be A-okay with. And we did get the Lightning Energy this turn, which is great. Okay. So we are going to Metal Energy this guy. We will free retreat into the Raichu, use second coat, switch the Metal into a Lightning. Alrighty, and we'll go for the Thunderclap. Thunderclap shot. Alright, so we need a Metal Links as well. So Metal Links onto this guy. Okay. And let's go for the Thunderclap shot. It'll do 100 to both these guys, okay? The question is how we take the last knockout. I'm not sure. So you're going to draw a card, okay? Next turn we can knock out the Shaymin. He'll knock us out. There's a Vespiquen coming down. Does he take? Yeah, he takes a knockout regardless of his turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's doing 120 damage. Here goes Vespiquen, alright? But next turn we can send up the Bronzor, Metal Links, Energy Switch, or do the Smeargle second coach, okay? We might license the Bumblebee as well, so that we have 3 DCs kind of in play. Man. So be arranged for the knockout, okay? Do 140. How do we knock out this Vespiquen? We could go for Electro Smash, maybe knock out that way. My opponent's going to go to 5 prize cards, less than the Bronzor, alright? And on our turn, what do we get? We get a N, okay? Yeah, I'm still going to go for Lysandre to bring up the Bumblebee. I'm going to Metal Links onto the Raichu. Maybe I should have went for an N to get another Pikachu out. Let's retreat to the Raichu. Let's use second coat. Switch one of those to a metal. To lightning, sorry. And we'll take 4 prize cards this turn. So let's Thunderclap the shot for double knockout, okay? But now he has 2 DCs in play, one left, or just a couple left somewhere, just double lightning. We'll take another knockout, get 2 prize cards. We need a Pikachu. There's Smeargle and a Targetless, okay? Pretty much both those are useless. On to my opponent's turn. Let's see what happens. What will they do? Now, we could go for Hammer In. There's an unknown coming down, okay? We just got to figure out how to knock out these Vespiquen. DC going to the active. He's going to retreat into the Vespiquen, okay? So he's going to say, I'm not really worried about this. Be your range for the knockout. But we do play 2 Lysandres. We could maybe Lysand up the Combi. It does have a 1 retreat cost, but we will have to get kind of lucky. So let's hit the Bronzor, okay? On our turn, what do we get? We get an Ultra Ball, which is useless, alright? So, we're going to put down Smeargle. We're going to Light Energy this guy. We're going to Metal Links onto this guy. Alright, and then we're going to go for a N. Yeah, I think that's a... Oh, man. It's bad regardless. Like, our hand is not the greatest. We're going to N, show our hand to deck, draw 7 new cards, or 2 new cards. There's an N and an Ultra Ball. I'm going to free retreat into the Smeargle and just pass. Okay? On my opponent's turn, let's see what happens. Now, what I'm planning on doing is using Hammer In for 60, and then next turn using Beat for 30 to knock out the Vespiquen. I know this seems really risky, but they're already down 3 DCs. 3 DCs are in play. There's a B range for the knockout, okay, for 160 to go down to 3 price cards. Alright, so let's go Bronzor. Okay. On our turn, what do we get? We get a Xerosic. So I'm actually going to Xerosic off this DCE. Metal Links onto the bench. Alright. And we will just pass for our turn, okay? So now they have 3 DC in the discard pile. They might have to go for a Burrow or Rototil to get back some energies, but then we can use Hammer to knock it out, and then we might be okay. We'll see. We'll see what my opponent decides to do here. There's a Feral Letter. Going to discard an unknown. Draw a new card, okay? Can they find the last DC or not? And if they do, who do they attack with? Here goes Vileplume, alright? On to our turn, what do we get? We get a Lightning Energy, okay? So we're going to Lightning Energy to Smeargle. We Lightning into Smeargle. Yeah, I'm going to... let's think about this. Like, we played and they get a new hand of 3. Which, how many Sycamores have they played? They haven't played a single Sycamore, which is very strange. Alright, so we're Lightning Energy this guy. We'll use it in regardless. We'll show up our hands to deck and get 2 cards. But we do have a Shaymin left. There's a Wide Lens and a Float Stone. 2 cards we really don't want to see. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... I think we just pass here? Yeah, I'm just going to pass on my opponent's turn. Okay, we'll see what he decides to do. Yeah, if we get a Lysandre, we can bring up the Bumblebee and take a knockout. There's Sycamore. I'm going to discard the hand. Draw 7 new cards, okay? And let's see, what do they do? If they commit the DC to the Vespiquen, we can knock it out. Or not knock it out eventually. We'll knock it out eventually, alright? So we're going to end our turn again. On to our opponent's turn, okay? Oh, man. Let's see. How do we do this? Like, if he commits energy on Vespiquen, we can knock it. We can do this and then take a not take an immediate knockout, but be close enough. We'll put down the Pikachu. We'll end our turn. On to my opponent's turn. They have 6 cards left in the deck. They must have a DC somewhere. That's why they're not quitting, okay? And let's see what happens. So on to our turn, we get an Ultra Ball. We'll end our turn. I know we have Sycamores. I've seen them, and I know we have a Shaymin as well. So they're going to draw another card. They have 5 cards left in the deck. Pass on to our turn, okay? We get a Targetless, so we'll end our turn again. On to my opponent's turn. They have 4 cards left. Alrighty. And let's see what else to do there. Okay, pass on to our turn. Alright, so we'll do some pass in. Hey, there's Sycamore. Alright, so we're going to discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. And let's see what happens. Alright, there's Shaymin, Raichu, Metal Energy. We'll go down for Raichu. We'll play a Metal Energy of this guy. And that might secure us the game. Because, like I said, what's going to happen now, if my opponent doesn't have a Lysandre to bring in the Bronzong, we can do 60 with this guy, and then use Beat for 30 to knock out his last Vespiquen if he decides to go there out. If he doesn't, we can use Hammer In for 60, knock out the Bumblebee, and be okay. There's a Targetless, we'll end our turn. If we get a Lysandre, I think we'll just hold on to it regardless. So 2 cards left for our opponents. On to our turn, we get a Bronzong. Do we play the Bronzong or not is the question. Yeah, let's Bronzong the active. No, let's not. Let's just end our turn on my opponent's turn. Okay. So on my opponent's turn, they have one card left in the deck. The question is, do they have the DC or not? And if they do they go for Bumblebee or the Vespiquen? If they go for Vespiquen, they automatically lose. If not, then things get interesting. So we'll end our turn again. On to my opponent's turn. Do they have the DC left in their deck or not? Will they deck out? Do they have any more DCs left? That is the big question. If they do, they need to set a Bumblebee right now. Go for double Burrow or double Rototil. Get back 2 DCs. And there's a Sycamore. It seems like my opponent does not have any DCs left in the deck. And that card, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's Xerosic. Oh man. Sorry about that. Oh man, but I think either way we would have been okay regardless. So there we go. Thunderclap Raichu taking the game against Vespiquen Volplume. Oh my goodness, that was pretty amazing. Basically my opponent didn't he didn't, I don't know. If he would have known that he had his prizes last DC, he should have went for a double Rototil to get back 2 DCs into his deck. But he opted not to do that. We got the Xerosic, we discarded the DC, and we won the game. So we saw Thunderclap Raichu knock out 2 DCs, and we decked our opponent out. But like I said, if they would have attacked with the Bumblebee, we could have used Hammerin, knocked out the Bumblebee. If they would have attacked with the Vespiquen and made the misplay, we could have used Hammerin and then used the Bumblebee to do 30 more damage to knock it out. I'm pretty sure that would have been the correct thing. Let's see. Let's click done. Yeah, it would have done 30 plus 60, which would have knocked out the Bumblebee. I mean, knocked out the Vespiquen, and we would have won the game regardless. But we'll see one more game with the deck here in a second. Hopefully, that's not another item lock, and we'll actually be able to play our deck out. Alright, putting against ADL5, playing a water and a colors deck. This can either be Greninja or it could be Water Toolbox. We lost coins, so we'll be going second regardless. And let's see what is our opponent playing. Hopefully, it's Greninja. I don't know either way. I don't know. It's weird regardless of what we're playing against. If it's Water Toolbox, then go for Quaking Punch, making it where we can't play item cards, and it makes things difficult for us. If it's not that, then Greninja can take easy knockouts on us with the giant Water Shuriken and Water Shuriken. So we'll see what happens and who will go first. I imagine they will go first. Why would you not want to go first is my question that I always ask people. But we'll see what happens. What does ADL5 have for us today? We know it's some kind of water deck, which might mean they play Rough Seas or something, which could make things interesting for sure. We're just waiting to see who goes first. And I imagine they're going to go first, like I said. We're just waiting to see. Come on, ADL5. Pick a card. Go for it. And, okay, wow. So we're actually going to go first. All right, very strange. All right, so we're going to draw a new hand of 7. We get a Pikachu. We get an Ultra Ball. We get discarded in and something else. Get a Bronzor else. We see, oh, it is a Greninja deck. Okay, so he's opted not to play that, okay? Okay, so Greninja. The question is, does he play Shaymin or not? If he doesn't, the things are going to be very difficult for us. I mean, we saw colors, which is definitely a definitely good sign of Shaymin. Alright, so they play Pokemon in the active spot. And yes, we'll draw a card. Yes, we'll draw a card. So Wide Lens and a Metal Energy. There's a Froakie, okay. So I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard a Metal, and the in. And with this, we'll get a Bronzor. Come on down, Bronzor. We'll grab the Bronzor, put that down. Put a Lightning on the active. Put down Wide Lens. Trainers Mail, looking for a Level Ball. Looks like we didn't get anything. And we're going to be a Seeker for an in, get a new hand of 6. Okay. So in, going to put that in there. In, going to shuffle our hand back to deck and draw 6 new cards. There's a Bronzong, double Metal, Metal Lightning. So let's get the Bronzor. Let's Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2, and with this, we'll get another Pikachu down, which is great. We could go for a Shaymin, but I really don't want to give my opponent easy knockout. So grab the Pikachu, put that down, and it'll pass on to my opponent's turn. Alright, so let's see what happens. Regardless, we're in a tough situation, because it is hard. We could maybe knock out the Froakie next turn. Like, don't get me wrong, we get down to double Bronzong, get a Pikachu out, or get a Raichu out, use its second attack, and knock out the Froakie, which could be really, really cute. We would have to get kind of lucky, but it's not too difficult. We need double Metal Links, and then an Energy, then a Smeargle. We can switch the Energy around and get a knockout guaranteed for sure next turn. There's a Splash Unit going to the active. Rough Seas coming down. And let's see what else does he have. There's a Dive Ball. Looks like maybe get another Froakie out. Okay. Alright, so Froakie's going to come down in the field. I imagine what we'll see. Come to me, Froakie. Alright, there's a Froakie coming down. Alright. And let's see what else does my opponent have this turn. And there's a bubble and heads. We are paralyzed. Alright, so that's kind of unfortunate. But if we get a, what is it? Get a Raichu, will be okay. I'm going to attach a Metal Energy to this guy. And we're going to be a Seeker for a N. Alright, we're going to I wish we had a Sycamore, but we're going to get 6 new cards with them in. Hopefully we can get, okay. Yeah, oh, we don't have it yet. It's a very interesting hand for sure. So we'll put down Raichu. We will Level Ball for another Raichu. Alright. We'll grab double Raichu. We'll put that down. We need a Smeargle is what we need. So I'm going to Ultra Ball discard 1 and 2. And with this, I'm going to get another Bronzong. I know it's in the deck, so we'll grab a Bronzong. We'll put that down, and we're going to Shaymin set up for 6 new cards. I know earlier I said I didn't want to put Shaymin down, but we kind of have to right now. So let's Shaymin set up for 6 new cards. Can we find a Smeargle or not? And there is a Smeargle. So we'll grab the Smeargle. We'll double Metal Links 1. I think there's a lightning. Yeah, there's multiple. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, there's one in there. Okay, so put that down. We'll Metal Links again. Put that down here. Free treat into the other Raichu. Use Smeargle's second coat. Change that into a lightning energy. And we'll take a knockout this turn. Alright. So there we go. And let's go for the Electro Smash. It will knock out the active, but that Froakie will return back into his head. And we do 90 damage to that Froakie because we flipped heads. Alright. So we'll go down to 5 prize cards. There is a Trainers Mail. Alright. Here comes Froakie. And on to my opponent's turn. Let's see what's going to happen. Now we did have a pretty good turn too. There's a Splash shooting going to the active, Frogadier coming down, and we will see Wild Duplicates get 3 Frogadiers out in play. Alright, so Froakie coming down, Frogadier. Now the question is, does he start putting down Shaymin's or not? We know he has one in the deck. We know he has it for sure. There's an Ultra Ball, okay. The good thing is we knock out the Frogadier regardless. Like we knock it out, which is great. Let's see, what will our opponent do? Now, next turn, we're going to Metal Links onto his Raichu, get up this guy set up for sure. I think as long as he puts down 1 Shaymin, we can win the game. I think. I could be wrong, though. It's still going to be kind of difficult. We just got to hope he prized, like, at least 1 Frogadier, maybe 2. If he prize 2 Frogadiers, we pretty much win the game. I think so. But let's see, what will our opponent do? Does he have a Lysandre, bring a Bronzong? That could be bad because we discarded 1 of our Float Stones. We do have another one left somewhere overall. I don't know if it's prized or not, though. There's a Water Duplicate that's going to get Frogadiers out into the field, okay? And how many's in the deck? 1. Just 1? Oh, my goodness. Okay, so we're going to Lightning Energy this guy. Do we just go for the Electro Smash and just knock it out? I think that's the play. Yeah, we'll just... no, we need a Metal Links. We need a Metal Links onto this guy, okay? And we'll go for the Electro Smash. It'll automatically knock out the active. Because that's 70 HP. So go down to 4 prize cards. He returns it back to his hand. We get a target whistle, okay? We just need for him to put down Shaymin's. That's what we really need him to do. On to my opponent's turn. Alright. He might have other Frogadiers in his hand. Froakie coming down, Frogadier coming online, okay? Float Stone going down to Frogadier, okay? We haven't played Lysandre yet either. We killed Lysandre the Frogadier if he doesn't knock us out this turn, which could be really cool. The only thing is, if Greninja Break comes online, we're in trouble. There's a Wally into the Greninja, okay. The question is, does he have a Water Energy or not this turn? Okay, so there's Greninja coming down, alright. And do we see a Shaymin or not? That is my big question. There's an Ultra Ball discarding a Lysandre Giovanni Scheme, okay. Will we see a Shaymin or will we see a Greninja Break come down? There's a Shaymin, yes! Alright, so Shaymin coming down, that's what we want to see. We can start using the Thunderclap shot. We can do 100 damage to it and knock it out the following turn. It's going to be a little bit hard, I'm not going to lie to you. Shaymin send up for 6 new cards, okay? And why did you go into the active? We could see a Moonlight Slash do 80 maybe? There's a Trainers Mail, okay? Let's see what he decides to do here. Does he find a Muscle Band? If he finds a Muscle Band, he can use Moonlight Slash for the knockout automatically, which could be really nice for opponents. But regardless, we can knock out the Shaymin in 2 turns, which is unfortunate we have to knock it out in 2 turns. But we see Trainers Mail. Let's see what he decides to get. There's a Wally, okay, which is not useful. He already played his 4 card this turn. And let's see, what will he do? We're just waiting to see. Does he have a Muscle Band or not? Alright, so we see Moonlight Slash. We see Moonlight Slash for 80, okay. So on my turn, let's see. So Moonlight Slash. So we can still use our... Oh, we can heal our Raichu too. I don't know how helpful that's going to be. Let's see. A giant Water Shuriken can still knock us out. So, let's see. We don't have any Metal Link, so let's Trainers Mail. Going to grab an Ultra Ball, maybe. Could grab a Xerosic. Let's grab an Ultra. I'm trying to think my deck out some. So, grab Ultra Ball. We'll Trainers Mail again. We're looking for a Lysandre, okay? There's a Wide Lens. We'll grab that for the next turn, probably. We will free treat into the Raichu. And do we go for the electric? No, let's use the Thunderclap shot. We'll do 100 damage to that Shaymin. Next turn we can knock it out. We Level Ball for another Pikachu. And it's going to depend, does my opponent have a Raichu, the Greninja Break and Energy? We already know he has an Energy in his hand because he used the Water Shuriken. We see a Frogadier coming down, okay? Trainers Mail, good luck at the top 4 cards of his deck. I was hoping to get a Lysandre for the next turn so we can double Metal Links onto Shaymin's Scour turn to knock out this guy and save our Raichus from being hit. There's a Water going to the active, okay. There's a Wally, going to get the Greninja Breakout, I imagine. Yep, there's a break. And the question is, does he have a Muscle Band and another Water Energy? If he has both of those, he can knock out both of our attackers. There's a Giant Water Shuriken. Going to knock out the Raichu on the bench. Alright. There we go. Oh, he's going to actually hit the active. Okay, I'm actually okay with this. Another Shaymin coming down as well. So Shaymin going to set up for 4 new cards. Okay. So set up, going to draw 4 new cards. Alright. And we get Thunderclap, shot, knock out this guy. Oh, man, it's going to be very interesting for sure. Let's see. We need to find a Lysandre is what we need to do. Let's see what our opponent decides to do here. Let's see. So 1 Lysandre. He's already... Did he play Wally already this turn? I can't remember. Can't remember if he played support card or not. Whoops, wrong button. Don't click that button. No, don't concede. I don't think he has... Yeah, he hasn't used one yet. Okay. Yeah, he just evolved. Oh, he played Wally to Greninja Break. That's what he did. I think... Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We're going to see what he's going to do here. Does he have... If he has Greninja XY, well, that doesn't knock us out either. So we're looking okay. Looks like we're going to knock out the Shaymin. Man, I wish we had a... If we had a Lysandre, it would be okay. So this Shadow Stitching going to do 40 damage, okay? Alrighty, so we're going to set up the Raichu. And let's see what happens. So we can't use abilities this turn. So on our turn, we get a Sycamore. So we're going to Level Ball to get out of Pikachu. He's just going to knock us out this turn with that Pikachu, though. Because that's 60 HP, a Giant Water Shuriken will knock it out. We'll use the Rough Seas, going to heal for 30. So put down Pikachu. Do we put down Pikachu or not? Like I said, Giant Water Shuriken just knocks us out, which is very unfortunate. Whatever. We'll hope he doesn't hit an energy, I guess is the best play. We'll put a Water Energy on this guy. Or Lightning, Wide Lens. And let's go for Sycamore. Go to discard our hand. Draw 7 new cards. Alrighty, so we get a target whistle, Trainers Mail. I guess we'll go for Thunderclap shot. I'll do 100 damage to this guy. But if he has a Water Energy, he can Giant Water Shuriken this guy and Moonlight Slash this guy for the knockout. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to free treat into the Smeargle and just pass. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let the Smeargle get knocked out. We're going to end our turn, ult my opponent's turn, and let's see what happens. If he has a Lysandre, we're in trouble. He's already discarded 1. He could play via Seeker to bring up this guy. If he does, he can use Moonlight Slash and Giant Water Shuriken. There's a Giant Water Shuriken doing 60 somewhere. Looks like he's going to hit the Pikachu for the knockout. Okay. Yeah, I should have held on to the Pikachu for sure. I'm not sure why I put it down so early. So knockout, go down to 4. Okay. And but what we can do next turn is we can Rough Seas, heal the Pikachu all the way back down. We can try to find the Sacred Ash to shove our Pikachus back to the deck, which is probably our best thing to do. Maybe Lysandre the Shaymin, like I said earlier. But let's see what our opponent decides to do here. Oh, man. Okay. Alright. So let's see what's going to happen. Does he have a Lysandre this turn? He can Moonlight Slash, hit the active. Does he have a Greninja XY? Greninja XY could make a difference as well. Does he play Muscle Band? There's so many things we have to worry about right now. Oh, let's think about this. What can he do? As long as he doesn't hit this Raichu, we're okay. Does he have a Lysandre or not? That is a big question. Let's see. He could go for Moonlight Slash, be aggressive, knock out the Smeargle. I'm actually okay with because then we can maybe Metal Links. There we see a via Seeker for a Geobody Scheme. What? Okay, he could have Lysandre this guy, take a knockout, not a knockout, but he could have done a ton of damage to it. But he's opting not to. I'm actually okay with that. All right. So then Moonlight Slash going to knock us out. He's going to go down to 3 price cards. Alrighty. Okay. So let's send him the Raichu. Oh, I know what he's doing. He's trying to save the Geovati scheme so that he can knock out a Raichu this turn. So on our turn, we get a Lysandre. So we're going to Trainers Mail. I'm looking for a Sacred Ash, and there is a Level Ball, but no Sacred Ash. Oh, man. There's no more Pikachu's left in our deck, so we're going to press done. We're going to Rough Seas. We can't use Target Whistle either. So what I'm going to do is, we get Sycamore. How many Ultra Balls have we played? We have played 4 Ultra Balls and 2. So we actually don't have any more search cards. Oh my goodness. Okay. Do we end our opponent? Yeah, I think we need to end our opponent. We know he has a Geovita scheme in his hand. So yes, we'll put him down to 3 price cards. Or 3 cards in his hand. There's a Wide Lens, a Target Whistle. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Light Energy this guy. Wide Lens, Metalinks, onto this guy. And we'll go for the Thunderclap shot, okay? So we'll do 100 to this guy, 100 to this guy, knock out both this. We'll knock out one Shaymin, do 100 to the other, leave the other one at 10 HP left. There's a Sacred Ash and a Pikachu, okay? So on to my opponent's turn. They're going to draw a card. They can maybe take a knockout this turn. They need that Geovita scheme that they use VS Seeker for last turn to put into their hand. They probably should have held on to the VS Seeker instead of using that, but they opted to use that instead. The big question is now, do they have a Greninja XY? Do they have a Muscle Band or not? There is a Greninja XY, so they will take a knockout this turn, unfortunately. We see a Froakie coming down, okay? And let's see what else does my opponent have this turn. But we're still looking okay. There's a VS Seeker. For a Lysandre, will he bring up Shaymin or Bronzong this turn? That's the real question. If he brings up Shaymin, I'm actually okay with that. So Lysandre, bring up the Bronzong, okay? Do we have any more Float Stones? We have 1 Float Stone left. I'm not sure if it's in the deck or not, but there is 80 damage going to the active, onto our turn, okay? We get a Lysandre, okay. Let's Sacred Ash. Do we yeah, let's Sacred Ash. Show it back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We'll put those 5 cards in our deck. We'll put down Pikachu. We'll Target Whistle. Bring out the other Shaymin. And let's Sycamore. I'm not sure if it's in the discard pile or not. But let's Sycamore, in our deck or not. So let's Sycamore, discard our hand, draw in 70 cards. There's not one in there yet. So let's Level Ball. For Pikachu, okay. Yeah, there's no more. Oh yeah, there's no more floats in our deck. So grab a Pikachu. Put that down. We'll Metalinks. Oh no, he used did he use Shadow? Oh, we don't have any energies in the discard pile, okay? So end our turn. Oh, it's my opponent's turn. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh man. Okay. All right. Does he go for a knockout this turn? He can go for Greninja. Okay, there's Greninja Break coming down. Okay. There's a Wide Energy going to the active. All right. If he knocks out the active, it could be a Seeker for Lysandre, break up, and there's a Shadow Stitching for 40 damage, so we win the game regardless. I don't know why he decided to play this way. So Shadow Stitching going to knock us out. We have multiple ways to win right now. We'll sit at the Raichu. On to our turn. He should have just kept using Giant Water Stroke and hit our bench, but we were Thunderclap shot to knock out the Shaymin-EX and win the game that way. Alright, so there we go. Man, Thunderclap Raichu taking game against Vesco Vileplume and the Greninja Break deck. That was very scary, but luckily he did play Shaymin's in his deck, and we did a ton of damage with those Raichu. Where's our stats? We did 606 damage while he did 440. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great Tuesday. Hopefully you enjoyed this Raichu deck. I know I made up for the Mana Buzz, which we didn't see Mana Buzz really shine, but this time around we did see Raichu shine this time around. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great Tuesday. Alrighty. Bye.
Alright guys, just want to give a quick shout out to our 2 sponsors, 60 Cards and Yeti Gaming. The links are down below to their websites. Make sure you go check them out. Alrighty.